Imagine having conquered the dungeons, mastered the multiverse, and broken the limits of your class. You've survived the apocalypse, outsmarted the gods, and built a sanctuary that defies logic. But now you face your greatest challenge yet: governance. Welcome to Empire, the 10th explosive installment in Nicoli Gonnella's Unbound series. If you love deeply crunchy LitRPG progression, kingdom-building mechanics, and the sheer, unadulterated dopamine hit of watching a protagonist transition from a lone wolf survivor to the ruler of a thriving, multi-dimensional civilization, this audiobook will completely consume you. It is a masterclass in progression fantasy, blending high-stakes political intrigue with the awe-inspiring thrill of building a legacy that spans worlds. The narrative kicks off with our protagonist having secured their position as a major power in the new reality, only to realize that survival is no longer enough. They must thrive. The atmosphere is a brilliant mix of gritty post-apocalyptic reconstruction and the majestic, awe-inspiring reality of managing a growing population of survivors, allied species, and dimensional refugees. Gonnella excels at making the logistics of empire building feel incredibly grounded and rewarding, turning every new law, every upgraded infrastructure project, and every diplomatic treaty into a massive, hard-earned victory against the chaos of a broken world. At the core of the book's addictive appeal is its brilliantly logical, deeply crunchy progression system and the spectacular kingdom-building/empire management trope. This isn't just about killing monsters for XP. It's about optimizing resource distribution, designing magical infrastructure, and using your unique abilities to protect your citizens from external threats and internal dissent. Watching the protagonist min-max their leadership stats, reverse engineer ancient technologies to improve quality of life, and completely shock rival factions with the sudden, inexplicable prosperity of their domain is incredibly satisfying. The audiobook narration brings the visceral impact of the construction and the satisfying chiming ding of a massive civic milestone to life, making every expansion feel like a hard-earned victory. But beyond the stats and the politics, the soul of Unbound lies in its characters and the heavy burden of command. The protagonist isn't just a cold, calculating ruler. They are a deeply human individual, struggling with the moral weight of every decision that affects thousands of lives. He quickly forms bonds with a beautifully dysfunctional council of advisors, loyal generals, and wary allies who help him navigate the treacherous waters of imperial politics. The banter is razor-sharp, providing much-needed levity as his friends watch him casually negotiate a peace treaty while simultaneously planning a defensive grid that could withstand a god-tier assault. Their unbreakable trust in him provides the emotional grounding needed when the world starts throwing literal world-ending threats their way. As the plot accelerates towards its climax, the pacing becomes utterly breathless. A massive coordinated invasion by a rival empire or a coalition of jealous gods forces the protagonist to push their leadership and combat abilities to their absolute limits. The finale is a spectacular display of tactical brilliance, overwhelming imperial firepower, and raw, unadulterated ingenuity. The protagonist doesn't just defend their borders, they completely shatter the local power scaling, using a ridiculous, highly technical combination of diplomatic maneuvering and military might to turn the enemy's ultimate attack into a decisive victory for their people. The payoff is spectacular, delivering a massive, dopamine-fueled triumph that proves the most dangerous class in the system isn't the one with the biggest sword, it's the one who builds a future worth fighting for. Empire is a triumph of the LitRPG and kingdom-building genres. It is smart, action-packed, and unapologetically addictive. Nicoli Gonnella has crafted a milestone book that perfectly captures the thrill of breaking the apocalypse by building a new world. Plug in your headphones, check your resource counters, and join the Emperor. The world is in ruins, but his empire is just beginning to rise.